Thank you, Chair. We are now live.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everybody to Halifax and West Community Council for November 4th, 2025. I'd like to confirm with the clerk that we do have quorum.
Thank you, Chair. I can confirm we have quorum.
That's great. Quorum for Halifax and West is 4 members. So we'll start tonight by calling this meeting to order and acknowledging that Halifax Regional Municipality is located in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and traditional lands of the Mi'kmaq people. The municipality acknowledges the peace and friendship treaties signed in this territory and recognizes that we are all treaty people. The first order of business is the annual election of the chair, which for that I will step down, and this will be my last action as chair for this round, and hand it over to the clerk. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I will conduct the election of chair, and then following the election of chair, the new chair will take up the same procedure for the election of vice chair. Any member can nominate any other member or themselves. Nominations do require a seconder. If we have multiple nominations, we will proceed by way of a election by secret ballot, and I'll distribute ballots for those. If we have only one nomination, following the close of the nomination period, that member will be acclaimed as the new chair. I will call 3 times to ensure that all nominations that we receive have been received. And following that, we'll either proceed to a vote or close the nomination period by acclamation. Following that, we will need a motion to just confirm the election results and appoint the chair. So, unless there are any questions, I will open the floor for nominations. Councillor Cleary.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I would like to nominate Councillor Janet Steele as chair.
Thank you. And are there any further nominations as of this time for chair? Hearing Councillor Morse? Okay. I'll call another additional 2 times. Are there any further nominations for the position of chair? Are there any further nominations for the position of chair? Hearing none, could I request a motion be made to appoint Councillor Steele as the chair for Halifax and West Community Council?
I'd be happy to make that motion.
Thank you. And I'm happy to confirm that Councillor Steele has been appointed chair of Halifax and West Community Council. Thank you. You may approach the podium.
So I would now like to, thank you everyone. I'd now like to call for the nomination of the position of vice chair. Clerk, do I need to repeat all the rules or, okay, I think we just heard them. Okay, Councillor Morse.
I would like to nominate Councillor Hinch for vice chair.
Okay, nominated by Councillor Morse and seconded by Councillor White. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Okay, could I have a motion for, okay, thank you, Councillor Cuddle, and a seconder, Councillor Morse. Okay, and Councillor Hinch, whom I can't see here, has accepted this nomination. Okay, so we will move on to the approval of the minutes of October 14th, 2025. Oh, did we skip that? Yes. Yes.
We did skip that. Yes, if we could just briefly have.
Oh,
a
yes.
call
Could we
for-
have a vote on the motion, please? Yes.
all in favor?
Okay. Okay. And contrary-minded? No contrary-minded. That motion has passed. Congratulations, Councillor Hinch. Okay. Let's move on to the approval of minutes of October 14, 2025. Okay, moved by Councillor Clary and seconded by Councillor Hinch, I think was first there at the corner of my eye. Okay, are there any errors or omissions in the minutes? Okay, thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. The minutes have passed. Okay, approval of the order of business and approval of additions and deletions. Clerk, do we have any additions or, okay, that requires a mover and seconder. Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Thank you, Chair. I can confirm that we have not received any requests for additions or deletions through the clerk's office.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Councillor Clary, and seconded by Councillor Cuttle. Thank you. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. That motion has passed. Thank you, Councillor Clary, for your help there. Okay. Are there any additions or deletions or modifications to the order of business? Okay, yeah, I thought we had. Okay, any business arising out of the minutes? None. I see none. Now is the time for a call for the declaration of conflicts of interest. Do any councillors have a conflict of interest to declare as a result of an item on today's agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on. We have no motions of reconsideration, no motions of rescission, no consideration of deferred business, and no notices of table matters, and no hearings. Moving on to correspondence, petitions, and delegations. Clerk, have we had any correspondence?
Thank you, Chair. I can confirm that there's been no correspondence to circulate for this meeting.
Okay, thank you. And have we had any petitions received?
Through the clerk's office, we've not received any petitions either.
Okay, thank you. And do any committee members have any petitions to present this evening? Okay, thank you. We have no presentations and public participation. We'll have public participation in the meeting next. Speakers can participate for a maximum of 5 minutes. Please keep your comments respectful, on topic, and directed to the chair. The clerk will announce when you have 30 seconds remaining and when your time is complete for all speakers. Your time is complete. Speakers can participate in person if present in the chamber now. To be able to participate using Zoom, pre-registration was required prior to 4:30 p.m. the business day prior to the meeting, and we had no one register. Since there are no names on the list, I will call 3 times to ask if there are any speakers present today in the gallery. Do we have any speakers present in the gallery? Do we have anyone in the gallery that would like to speak? And for the third and last time, do we have anyone in the gallery that would like to speak? Okay, moving on. We have no information items brought forward. And so we're moving on to reports, and I'll invite staff to come up for item 14.1. That's 14.1.1, Planning Application 2024-00458, Substantive Amendment to a Development Agreement for 120 Brunello Boulevard, Timberley. And thank you, Matt Conlon. Welcome to the microphone. Would you like us to have the motion put on the floor first? Okay. Could I ask a member of the committee? I think Councillor Clary has volunteered. Go ahead, Councillor Clary, please.
So this is 1411.
Yes.
Happy to move that the Halifax and West Community Council give notice of motion to consider the proposed amending development agreement as set out in attachment A of the staff report dated October 17, 2025 to include a Nordic wellness spa. That sounds very nice. As an associated service permitted under the definition of a golf course and alter the boundary of the golf course to accommodate the proposed spa and schedule a public hearing.
Okay. Seconded by Councillor Morse. So now we'll move to the presentation. Oh, okay. So any questions of staff on this planning application? Okay, call for the, okay, question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. The motion has carried. Okay, thank you, Matt Conlon. Thanks. Your work was light this evening. Okay, moving on to 14.1.2, Planning Application 2025-00497, Development Agreement for 65 to 71 Sunnybury Avenue and 70 Central Avenue, Fairview. And I'll call for someone to put the motion. Councillor Morse.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Halifax and West Community Council give notice of motion to consider the proposed development agreement as set out in Attachment A of the staff report dated October 9th, 2020. Attachment A of the staff report dated October 9th, 2025 to consolidate multiple daycare facilities into a childcare center and expand the capacity by 48 to a total of 134 children at 65 to 71 Sunnybury Avenue and 70 Central Avenue, Fairview, and schedule a public hearing.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councillor White. Okay. So do members have any comments on the motion? Councillor Morse. Yes.
Yeah, I'd just say that I think anyone who's read the staff report and the comments from the public, there was a lot of support for expanding this daycare. There's certainly a huge need in Fairview for additional daycare spaces. This is a very experienced and popular center, so I hope it will have your support to take this next step.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. The motion carried. Moving on to 14.1.3, Planning Application 2025-00730, Development Agreement for 110 Frederick Avenue, Fairview. Councillor Morse.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move that Halifax and West Community Council give notice of motion to consider the proposed development agreement as set out in Attachment A of the staff report dated October 22nd, 2025 to allow a 40-space childcare center at 110 Frederick Avenue, Fairview, and schedule a public hearing.
And moved by Councillor Morse and seconded by Councillor Hinch.
Thank you, Councillor Hinch. This is the same daycare operation on a different street. And again, I think it's a much needed, would be a much needed addition. It will require provincial approval as well if this does go forward here at City Hall. But I look forward to the public hearing about it with your approval. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion or? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. The motion has carried. Moving on, thank you. Moving on to the next item, 14.1.4. It's the proposed 2026 meeting schedule. Would someone like to put this motion on the floor? Thank you, Councillor White.
I move that the Halifax and West Community Council approve the proposed 2026 Halifax and West Community Council meeting schedule as outlined in the staff memorandum.
Seconded by Councillor Cuddle. Any discussion on the calendar, the meeting schedule?
No, I'm just going to send an email, see if there's a few better dates because it's budget week on some of them. But we can, Simon and I discuss, we can do that offline if there's better dates.
Okay. We ready for the question? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Contrary minded, nay. The motion has carried. Are there any notices of motion motions from members of the committee? Any in-camera items? Any added items? And I already covered notices of motion earlier. Okay. Do councillors have any notices? No. Okay. The date of the next meeting will be December 1, 2025. And could I have a mover for adjournment? Thank you, Councillor Cuddle. Thank you.